When I say the word chemicals, what do you think of? Well, you might think of the grass outside and how they're spreading fertilizer right now. And you may think of chemicals or chemistry class. Remember putting certain solutions in and making different colors or possibly exploding something in the chemistry lab. But when I think of chemicals, I think of things like the foods we eat, like this apple. Or possibly candy. Everybody loves peppermint. As well as the water we drink. There's chemicals in all these things that we put in our body, and even lotions, the things that we put on our body. Some of us take medications, over-the-counter, prescription, legal or illegal. All of us are consuming chemicals every day. I also think of things like plants. This very unique looking plant, which is called a bird's nest fern, so I've been told, for a while was turning out to have these yellow or white looking leaves, but only one or two of them would turn that color. And I thought really nothing of it. I would pluck it off. That's called minor surgery. And until one lady came in one day and she goes, "You know, Doc, that plant isn't getting the right water." And I said, "What are you talking about?" She said, "Well, you see how the leaf is turning that whitish yellow color?" I said, "Yes." She said, "Well, there's too much iron in the water. You should try giving it, filtered water or a different source of water." And I thought, what plant needs filtered water? But it's interesting how I started to throw a little bit of my bottled water on that plant, and eventually all the leaves turned green again. So not only are plants sensitive to chemicals, but so are our human bodies. Now, of course, we got to be mindful of the things we put in us and on us. Some of us don't really care about that, but I'm going to tell you right now, it's even more important that you have a balance of chemicals within you. Now, what do you mean by that, Doc? Well, what I mean is this. Over here, I have a list of different chemicals that our body creates and uses to perform an action. For example, I wrote up here insulin. Most of us have heard of insulin. That's the chemical our pancreas makes to help sugar be utilized in the cells. Some of us that have diabetes, we really know what insulin is. We have to take shots of it or whatever it means to get it in our body. There's also a chemical up here called adrenaline. When adrenaline's going through our blood, that makes our heart go faster and our muscles pump more blood through. It gets us ready for a fight or a flight. Another chemical I have up here is T3 and T4. Those are thyroid chemicals. Now your thyroid releases those to change your metabolism. Some people have had their thyroid taken out. Some people have to take thyroid medications. So what does any of this have to do with chiropractic? Because obviously I'm a chiropractor, and I'm talking about all these chemicals and foods and plants. Let's get to the point. All right, here's the point. Your body making its own chemicals has to be balanced for you to be healthy. Let's think about this. How does our body make these chemicals in the first place? Organs don't just produce chemicals on their own without any instruction. They have to have a signal. Let's go through this. Every performance, every single action our body goes through requires a chemical. Now those chemicals, or hormones, are produced by the cells within your body. It could be the cells of your adrenal glands, the cells of your kidneys, the cells in your skin. Those cells are controlled by the nerves. The nervous system controls everything. And interestingly, the nerves are all protected by bone. Now what I mean by this is the nerves such as your spinal cord and the nerve roots. The most important part of your nervous system. You see, it's housed and protected by this thick armor we call the skull that's up here and the bones of the spine. And when all these bones are in proper alignment, we've learned on previous videos, that's a very, very good thing because our nervous system is functioning and performing at its best. We've also learned about something very bad, something very dangerous that chiropractors call a subluxation. That's when one or more of these bones moves out of proper alignment and it starts to interfere with the nerves. Now, if the nerves are being interfered with, how well are the cells going to work? The organs in your body. And if the cells and the organs aren't working right, how's your body chemistry going to be balanced? How are you going to be able to produce adrenaline when you need to run away from that dog or save somebody from the fire? How are you going to increase or decrease your metabolism based upon your workout routine or whatever you're doing in your life? How are you going to be, if you're a pregnant mother and you need to produce the right levels of oxytocin to deliver the baby? Every single chemical in your body needs to be balanced, and that is dependent upon the nervous system, which is protected by bone. So here's where chiropractic enters. We don't try to treat any deficiency in your body or any condition. What we do is we say, well, let's take a look at those bones and see, are they in the right position? And if they're not, we make an adjustment and the system is balanced. Now, does that mean that my thyroid's going to start working better, Doc? Or does that mean that I'm going to have more energy because my adrenal glands are going to work better? Or my acid reflux will go away? You know, I have no idea if those things are going to happen. But here's what I do know. When I make that adjustment, the nervous system will always work better, which will affect the cells, which will affect your body chemistry, and ultimately your performance. So the question remains, how well do you want to perform in this life? If you want to perform at your best, guess what? Chiropractic's going to get you there. We're not going to treat any symptom, ailment, or condition, but we're going to get your body at its best ability to take care of itself and to do what you love to do at your best. I'm Dr. Andy Sommer. I'm at Sommer Family Chiropractic, and we see a lot of families, a lot of kids, pregnant mothers, anyone and everyone that wants the best out of their body and their family. So if that's you, be sure to give us a call or visit our website, omahafamilychiro.com. Bringing you another exciting informational video. See you next time.